but then the presence of carmine in some sort of a product, and can you imagine? I'm applying a little bit of the crushed beetle on my face, or a little bit of a lot, because you have to crush lots of these insects to get a great pigment for the product. So I'm having a little bit of a carmine, a crushed beetle. I look gorgeous, I look beautiful. Westman Atelier! What kind of a scam this is? And there is actually a very funny story to it, because when I received this product, I kind of like, ooh, it's heavy. I was like, ooh, the Westman Atelier is very generous about the product because it's heavy. And then I'm like opening, oh my gosh, finally I'm going to have a wonderful luxurious product, a powder there's a lot of it, and then unboxing, and then surprise, the packaging is heavy, but the powder, poof, 5 grams, and my dreams about lots of powder, luxurious powder, poof, is vaporized. Guys, what I'm trying to say, like, the component is metallic and it's very heavy, but the product inside is just 5 grams. So the dreams about having a luxurious product and a lot of it has just poofed because the weight was only in the component. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with a new and possibly a very exciting episode, because guys, today my dream is coming true. What am I trying to say? You know, today I am deep diving into the brand that I was always interested in, and the brand is ta-da! Westman Atelier. So viral, and so it has such a popularity and respect among many people, and especially celebrities. So today I want to feel myself a little bit like a celebrity. And guys, we practically have a full face, which means we have a foundation, we have a bronzer, we have blushes, I have a highlighter, and I have a powder. All of these products, they're absolutely waiting to be presented, swatched, and talked about. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, welcome. Welcome, please tune in to my channel, to the party where we celebrate diversity and beauty, because we are all different, but these differences make us all unique, gorgeous, and beautiful. Let's start today's episode. Today's episode is going to be all about the luxurious brand, which is Westman Atelier. Alright guys, and so here we are, back, ready to start today's makeup. And as I've mentioned before, makeup from Westman Atelier. What is it? I don't know if you heard it, or if you haven't heard it. It is made by the creator, and her name is Gucci Westman. She is a makeup artist of the celebrities, and some time ago she decided to launch her own brand, but she wanted to go much further than creating just the makeup. She actually wanted to create a skincare product mixed with makeup, and a perfect blend is in the form of the ta-da! Westman Atelier. Practically all of her products that belong to the makeup, they are infused with skincare. And since I'm 45 years old, my skin is normal to dry, I'm definitely looking for a little bit of a support from the skincare in the makeup, because when I'm using makeup that is drying, it accentuates my dry patches right over here. I'm having lots of fine lines and wrinkles, and my makeup is actually making you look old. And I guess no one wants to use makeup that's going to make you look old. For me, and my personal philosophy is I am using makeup to beautify myself, to accentuate my inner and outer beauty, and this is something that I'm looking for. And apparently, Gucci Westman with her brand Westman Atelier is that type of a brand. So yes, guys, let's first start the introduction of every product. So the first product that I would like to talk about would be this one. Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation Stick. This is how the product looks like, and as you can see, I did an extra special presentation of the product. My product is an Atelier Zero. You can see that this is the product consciously crafted by Gucci Westman, and then the packaging is absolutely very nice. But let's check what is inside, and there you have it, a beautiful packaging. I don't know, I always thought it's made of leather. This component is made of a plastic. It is definitely beautiful, and surprise, the foundation was a little bit damaged. The stick was a little bit damaged during the transport, and my Atelier Zero, this is how it looks like. It is a very interesting neutral shade that, you know, applies like a butter, and then this is how the product looks like. So yes, guys, I suppose what is very interesting as well to say, and here we're having 9 grams of the product. When it comes to the when it comes to the claims, this the creator claims that it is a skincare based formula. So guys, right now, really very quickly, you can see the claims from the website. Vital skin ingredients, you have the vegetable derived squalane. My skin loves squalane, helps prevent moisture loss and restore suppleness. Berry flax vita extract boosts skin hydration and fortifies youth-preserving properties. Camellia seed oil, my skin loves it. Provides antioxidant protection and strengthens the moisture barrier. Comprised of 88.5 oleic acid, rich in skin-nourishing omega-9s. And then the coconut oils that rejuvenates, dehydrates the skin and provides soothing properties to improve elasticity and skin tone, rich in lauric acid and natural antibacterial and calming properties. So if you would look at the full ingredients list, this is my own personal opinion. We have things that, in my opinion, are marked in green, and in my opinion, they're very interesting. Caprylic capric triglyceride, which is an emollient, keeps moisture in your skin. Squalane, as promised. Camellia oleifera seed oil, as promised. Hydrogenated coconut oil, as promised, although the coconut oil might not be skincare friendly for everyone, and it might be a little bit comedogenic for certain people. Everyone is individual and everyone can have a different effect. Then I mark something that is an orange, and it is alcohol. This stick foundation is infused with alcohol. I am guilty of charge. I'm using sometimes products that are having alcohol, but just passing you the information that maybe if you have a sensible skin, if you have some redness, or if you have some dryness, a presence of alcohol may actually not be a very good ingredient for you. On top of that, there are people that are allergic to alcohol. This, despite the fact that it is a skin caring foundation, this foundation, because of the presence of alcohol, might not necessarily be for you. And then in the end we have Rubus idaeus leaf cell culture, which is as promised the berry flax vita extract. This is basically a leaf extract from berries, a very good skin caring ingredient infused with lots of revitalizing properties and antioxidants. So if I would look at the ingredients list, this is actually a very promising product. The next product that I would like to talk about would be this one. And it is the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick. This is how the product looks like, and once again the packaging is very nice. I have a biscuit shade. It's a very interesting shade, obviously consciously crafted by Gucci. Westman, we are having here, guys, the 6 gram of the product. Once again, beautiful component that is made of a plastic, and then this is how you can see it's a very unique shade that is, I think, one of the best for contouring, or should I say the bronzer, because it is a little bit of a mixture between the cool tone bronze and the warm tone bronze, so it might be a very good for this type of a task that we actually calling it a bronzer. And then, guys, when it comes to the claims of the ingredients, now you can see it. Once again, we see the berry flux vita extract, boosts skin hydration and fortifies youth preserving properties. And then we have organic jojoba oil, improves hydration and strengthens skin moisture barrier, allows for seamless blendability. And then when you look at the ingredients in details, we can see caprylic triglyceride, which is an emollient, keeps the moisture in your skin. Caprylyl caprat, another emollient. We see the promised jojoba seed oil, Simonsia chinensis jojoba seed oil. We see lecithin, another very good, especially soothing ingredient, keeps the moisture as well. And then we see the tocopherol, which is vitamin E, a very punchy antioxidant that protects our skin from the external stressors. And then we have ascorbyl palmitate, which is a stable derivative from the vitamin C. It is a very good ingredient, and it protects from external stressors as well. So a combination of vitamin E and vitamin C in a stick like this, it is absolutely a very good news. And once again, we have Rubus idaeus leaf cell culture, which means that we have an extract from the leaves from berries. Good news. Good, guys. Now let's jump into the next product, and it is this one. And it is the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Blush Stick. This is how the product looks like. 6 gram of the product. My shade is Petal in this particular situation because I have 2 blushes. Once again, we see an incredible packaging, and then we take out from the packaging this product, and we see a very unique, actually, a blush in the shade Petal, which is kind of like a little bit like a rose blush. And then when it comes to the swatch, you can see how it presents itself. Of course, you know, this is a very interesting creamy formula, so it transfers on my hand pretty intensively. So I suppose when it comes to the application, I will certainly have to pay a lot of attention, you know, so that we will not go crazy with the pigment. And then, as I mentioned before, I have a second blush because the Petal is a blush that has a normal finish, while this one that I'm going to present you is supposed to have a very interesting luminous finish, and it is this one, the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Blush Stick. And this is how the product looks like. So this unique luminous finish blush is in the shade Minette. It is supposed to be a little bit peachy type of a shade mixed with a little bit of a luminosity. I was very curious because sometimes, yes, I definitely do like to have blushes that are having a soft matte natural finish, and sometimes I like the blushes that are having this kind of an extra luminosity. It looks like this particular one is having a little bit of some sort of a gold sparkle. And then if you would like to swatch it, I used a little bit of a natural light so that you can see it. You can definitely see some sort of a peachy shade, and you can see a little bit, but extremely subtle, golden luminosity. So yes, guys, and then when it comes to the ingredients list, this is actually something very interesting. On the website, you could see that it's biomimicry pigment technology that mimics the structures of skin ceramides for nourishing payoff that lasts. Kaolin clay absorbs excess oil and helps formula stay in place in a blush. Okay. Organic jojoba oil improves hydration and strengthens skin's moisture barrier, allow for seamless blendability. We have vitamin C and E, and then we have Vitis Vita grape extract helps to detoxify skin cells and boost collagen production, promotes production of hyaluronic acid while improving hydration and firmness. And then we have once again berry flax Vita extract that boosts skin hydration and fortifies youth preserving properties. And then if we would look at the ingredients list in the details, we have caprylic capric triglycerides and caprylyl caprylate caprat, which are emollients that keeps moisture in our skin. We have a promise in the form of the Simonsia chinensis jojoba seed oil. We have lecithin that is soothing and moisturizing ingredients. We have tocopherol and ascorbyl palmitate, which means we have kept promise of vitamin E and C altogether. We have rubus idaeus leaf cell culture. We have the berry leaf extract, and then tada! Like tada! We have something that I personally marked in red, which is the carmine, and carmine is only present in two of the products, which is the blush in the shade Chouchette and Bee Shed only. And if you have been, guys, wondering what is the carmine, with the help is going to come a website, 614beauty.com, and then let's read really very quickly about this suspicious ingredient that I voluntarily, in my opinion, marked as red. Carmine, also known as cochineal extract, boasts a legacy that spans millennia. The pigment is sourced from the bodies of female cochineal insects. You're applying the insect on your face. Native to Central and South America, these tiny creatures which feed on cacti produce a brilliant red pigment as a natural defense mechanism against predators. Ancient civilizations, including the Aztecs and Mayans, revered cochineal as a prized dye for textiles and cosmetics, recognizing its intense color and versatility. The process of carmine extraction. The extraction of carmine is a meticulous process that involves harvesting cochineal insects from cacti, drying them, and subsequently crushing them to extract the vivid red pigment. Remarkably, it takes approximately 1,000 crushed female beetles to yield just one lipstick. Can you imagine? 1,000 bodies of the insect to produce just one lipstick. How many you have to kill these bugs? It's unbelievable. No one talks about it. I do. This labor-intensive method has been for the traditional means of obtaining red pigment for cosmetics, importing lipsticks and other makeup products with their characteristic color and vibrancy. And Guys, oh my gosh, like, you know, that was a huge surprise for me when it comes to the deep dive and jump into the philosophy of the Westman Atelier. Like, whatever, is it cruelty free? I'm questionable, but like a super skin caring ingredients, good, I can see it, I can confirm. But then the presence of carmine in some sort of a product, and can you imagine, I'm applying a little bit of the crushed beetle on my face, or a little bit of a lot, because you have to crush lots of these insects to get a great pigment for the product. So I'm having a little bit of a carmine, a crushed beetle. I look gorgeous, I look beautiful. Westman Atelier! What kind of a scam this is? But yeah, guys, you know, you are you, whatever you think, it's yours. I am not trying to put any shade of on the brand, but definitely I am trying to pass as many information as I need, because as I want. Because looking at the reviews of Westman Atelier, no one is saying about that. And you know, on my channel there is a 100 honesty, and I believe that you have to know about all the things that I'm telling you. So yes, guys, that would be all when it comes to this product. And right now let's jump into another product, and it is this one. It is the Westman Atelier Lit Up Highlight Stick. This is how the product looks like. Once again, we see a beautiful packaging right over here, and my shade is Nectar. This is the shade that most tickled my pickle, should I say, that I'm most interested in. And this packaging is a little bit different when it comes to color. As you can see, the packaging is black with a golden cap, and this Nectar has a very interesting nude shade, and it is super viral. It is super popular on the internet. So I was very curious, and now when it comes to the swatch, you're going to see it in the natural light, what kind of a wizardry it is. It's kind of like, it just gives you glow. It just glows in a very interesting and natural way. So that would be all when it comes to the presentation of the product. And guys, if you would like to look at the ingredients, we have the Vitis Vita grape extract, which helps to detoxify skin cells and boost collagen production, promotes production of hyaluronic acid while improving hydration and firmness. And then if you would like to look closely at the ingredients list, I marked caprylic triglyceride as an emollient that keeps moisture in your skin. And then we have this promise of Vitis vinifera grapefruit extract. So all about this product, the promises are absolutely kept. And guys, the last product that I would like to talk about is this one, the Westman Atelier Vital Pressed Skincare Powder. A skin caring powder. I am not even kidding, guys. So this is how the product looks like, and we are talking about the powder in the shade Pink Bubble. When it comes to how much product we have, we are actually, guys, having 5 grams of the product. We are getting 5 grams of the product, which is, it is what it it is what it is, you know, for the price, for the luxurious price tag that it's offering. It comes in a beautiful protective pouch, as you can see, and then when you take it out of the pouch, you have an absolutely incredible, stunning metallic component that is super shiny, and it is refillable, which you can see a little bit dot on the bottom of the packaging, which allows the powder apparently to pop and to change. And it is for the reason because the whole packaging is beautifully metallic and super heavy, and this is how the unique shade pink bubble. Looks like I tried to show it in a natural light, but it didn't work out quite as I wanted it to show it to you. And yes, guys, this is the product, how it looks like. And there is actually a very funny story to it, because when I received this product, I kind of like, ooh, it's heavy. I was like, ooh, the Westman Atelier is very generous about the product because it's heavy. And then I'm like opening, oh my gosh, finally I'm going to have a wonderful, luxurious product, a powder there's a lot of it. And then unboxing, and then, surprise! The packaging is heavy, but the powder, poof! 5 grams, and my dreams about lots of powder, luxurious powder, poof! It's vaporized. Guys, what I'm trying to say, like, the component is metallic and it's very heavy, but the product inside is just 5 grams. So the dreams about having a luxurious product, and a lot of it has just poofed because the weight was only in the component. But okay, jokes aside, guys, if you would like to see what kind of a skin-caring ingredients we have, because this claims to be a skin-caring powder, we actually see on the website we have vitamin C that neutralizes free radicals, even stone. We have probiotic, enhances skin's natural defense mechanism, and we have quinoa seed extract, minimizes the looks of pores, retexturizes the skin. And then in the full ingredients list, we see the promise of Simonsia chinensis jojoba seed oil. We see the Enterococcus fecalis, and this is the probiotic that is promised. Then we have Theobroma cacao cocoa seed extract, a very interesting extract right over here. We see the promised quinoa seed extract, and then we have magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, which is the stable vitamin C derivative, and we have tocopherol, which is the vitamin E. Both vitamin C and E are present over here, and they're going to protect our skin from the external stressors. And guys, do we need a skincare in the powder? Because, you know, I am going to give you my own personal opinion. I'm always layering lots of products on top, which means that I cleanse my skin, essence, serum, cream, filter, foundation, bronzer, blush, highlighter, and then the powder. How much of this powder can actually penetrate through such an enormous layer and do any job? Do we really need a skin-caring powder? This is the question for you. You know the answers. You are you. For me personally, in the powder, I am just looking for an extreme comfort that is not drying my skin, and that's it. I don't really need to have a super fancy skin-caring ingredients in the powder. But hey, it is what it is, and this is all what I wanted to share it with you. So guys, when it comes to the presentation of the product, this part is done, and right now let's jump into the most pleasant part of this episode, which is actually going to be the application of these products and the creation of the makeup of the dreams. By from Gucci Westman and by her brand Westman Atelier. Alright guys, so whatever I wanted to say, it has been done, and right now in this part of this episode, this is the most pleasant part, we're going to play with makeup from Gucci Westman, from Westman Atelier. So let's start with foundation, and if you have been watching the tutorials from the creator of the Westman Atelier, you would see that Gucci Westman practically applies all her inventions with hands. Like everything, like practically everything, which is quite surprising because she sells as well brushes that she doesn't use a lot. just some. Anyway, so since the creator of the products is using hands, we're going to try and use hands on this side of my face, and then we're going to try and use brushes on this side of my face, and we're going to see we're going to see the results basically. So yes, we have the foundation. Once again, my foundation is in the shade, I don't know if a camera can pick this up, Atelier 0. The closest was Atelier N or Atelier 0.5. They're actually very similar, but eventually I stopped with this one, and we'll see how it is going to look like on my face, guys. Allow me to approach. I'm 45 years old. My skin is mature, normal to dry, with dry patches, should I say, areas right over here. So if there is some sort of an accentuate dryness, there's going to be lots of fine lines and wrinkles, and we'll see. This makeup, when it comes to formulations, has lots of occlusion, moisture, skincare. It's a skin caring makeup, so I'm actually very intrigued, and I just want to see it, and I want to try it out. So let's go to the application. Once again, the packaging is amazing. It's a little bit heavy. It's great. The only thing is that it's a little bit of a shame, because once this foundation will be done, you'll be done with, you have to throw it away. I wish there would be some sort of an exchangeable cause so that you can keep the packaging and just exchange the foundation. That's my own personal thing, guys. Anyway, let's go to the application. The Gucci Westman applies everything with her hands, so let's do it on this side. Apply with the hands, and basically what she does is that she takes the foundation and then she does something like this. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It is creamy. That's really cool. I suppose that would be good. That would be more than enough. It is creamy. I can definitely confirm. And then she takes hands. I mean, I like applying products with hands, like the concealer. I like to apply a little bit like cream blush. This is what I like. But I like all the products with hands. This is something very new to So let's see. We'll see. Okay, guys, it looks funny. It looks quite like as if I'm from some sort of a tribe. Okay, good. Let's go to the application with a hand. Okay. Oh, it is. Well, the consistency of this product is actually quite thick. It spreads very nice, and then apparently this product can work as a concealer as well, but it's very strange. And then right over here, and okay, you can definitely see some sort of a coverage. The Atelier 0, as you can see, it is quite nice. As you can see, it melts with my skin tone really very nicely. Okay. It gives me that kind of a very strange, I must say, medium coverage. Medium coverage, what does it mean strange? Strange. I thought that it's gonna be like luminous, and it's not actually luminous. It's kind of like matte. It kind of sets on its own. I'm going to add, because as you can see, I have some things in here. I'm going to add a little bit more of this foundation to cover a little bit more. And then we'll see if we can cover practically everything. That's so strange. I don't know. I'm not really used to apply things with hands. But hey, if this is how it is, then this is how it is going to be. Whatever I thought it's gonna be some sort of an extreme emolliency, extreme dewiness, extreme juiciness, and this is not providing me this. I thought that it's going to be extremely natural, and it's not providing me this either. It looks quite makeupy, guys, I must say. It works in the under eyes just fine as some sort of a concealer. And allow me now to approach so that you can have your own look and your own judgment. This is the side that has not been covered, and this is the side that it has been covered, and you can have your own judgment and your own look. I'm not exactly a very big fan of how it looks like. I don't know if camera can actually pick this up, but maybe it will. What I am trying to say is, especially here on my forehead, guys, on my forehead, right over here, something has happened. I don't know what has I'm like, what am I looking? I don't know if you can see it in the 4K, but basically what has happened is that this foundation has set into my pores while it has been kind of wiped from the surface. So whenever there was a pore, it kind of sucked in, and then whenever there was a surface, it disappeared. Oh my gosh, okay, I know. And practically what I am trying to say that right now I can see that the texture is accentuated pretty much, especially like in here. I can see my pores, like nothing. There's basically what I'm trying to say, because I'm like now having like, you know, my brain is just like what I am trying to say is there's nothing smoothing right over here. Of course, my cheekbones, they're smooth. So in here it's smooth, but in the areas when I don't have smoothness, in the areas when I have the texture, where I have pores, everything is just like pop. So what and I don't like how it looks like on my nose as well. So yeah, I can see definitely accentuated pores right over here, and I can see accentuated pores right over here. In the under eye area, it looks quite nice, I must say. Good. So let's apply this maybe with a different method, because maybe I am doing something wrong. I don't know. I might be doing something wrong. So allow me now to take the foundation and the brush, maybe like this one. And this is how I would usually professionally work with a foundation, which means I would take the brush, saturate the brush with a foundation just like so, and gently I would be working the foundation with a skin. And get some coverage, but like really, really gently. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what is happening. Anyway, it is buildable, as you can see. I guess it is. It doesn't have any perfume, but it has that kind of a very gentle and subtle waxy scent. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I don't. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh wow. Oh wow. Can you see it? Like how it accentuates my texture on my forehead? I need to blend this. What is... I don't understand what is happening here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right now in the under eye area. Cool. Maybe a different brush. I don't know. It's like, can you see the texture happening right over here? Maybe a different brush. Maybe this is enough, I think. So I'm going to take the kabuki brush now and work this as, you know, just like so. And see the results. Okay, right now it looks... No, it doesn't. Okay, guys, allow me now to do one thing, okay? I'm going to approach so that you can see how the foundation looks like after application. It accentuates the texture. It actually accentuates the texture, and from my nose, can you see it how it looks on my nose? The new layer doesn't want to stick. It kind of lifts off the what has been like, the new layer lifts off the first layer. And right now I don't have any coverage on my nose, quite the contrary. And I don't know if you can see it, it sinks into my pores once again while it's wiping off from the surface. What is going on? Westman Atelier, what kind of trickery is this? Why are you... I don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, guys. So what are we going to do is I will allow this foundation to sit on my face for 5 minutes, and then I'll be back and we're gonna continue with this episode. Alright, guys, so this foundation has been resting on my face for a little bit of a time. We're running out of the light. So I'm going to give you a little bit more of a light so that you can have a look and have your own judgment. And probably, you know, from afar you would say, what is he talking about, when I would like to say about some problems, application problems. So from afar you probably will not see it, but you know, there is a 200-300% of honesty in here, and I am so confused because I don't understand what has happened. Maybe I made some mistake, but you have to see it because it's like mind-boggling. What is happening? I'm sorry. Allow me now to approach. Allow me now to approach to show you what kind of a trouble I encountered while applying this foundation, especially on my nose. It is disastrous. It like a new layer doesn't want to combine with the old layer, and the new layer, it lifts off the first layer. And right now my nose looks disastrous. Basically, it's not covered, and the thing is that I cannot cover it anymore, because if I more layer, it more lifts off, and then it sets into pores while it lifts off from the smooth surfaces. You can, I think that you can see it here on my nose. Apart from that, can you see the accentuate pores and texture in my T-zone? Oh my gosh. And it doesn't look natural at all. It looks like plastic. It looks like as if I would take some wax and slap it on my face. There's nothing natural right now, right over here. And there's a major disaster here on my forehead when it comes to the texture and pores. And I can't continue test like this while having such kind of a first impression and experience. I think it never happened before on my channel, but once again, have a look. I am super confused. So what I am actually going to do, and I don't think I've ever done before, I'm going to stop this test right now and play with this foundation for another days, not like one day, two days, but like for days, to know the formula, to know how to apply the formula, to know and discover what is the best way to make it work. Because right now it does not work, and I cannot imagine myself continuing the test with this thing on my face when it doesn't work. I need more knowledge, I need more experience. So right now we're going to stop the test, and we're going to see each other in just a second, but in reality in many days after, when I will play with this formula and I will try to know and discover the formula so that I can squeeze the most out of this foundation. Because right now the test is just like shut down. No, there's no there's no way, there's no what is I wonder, I might made some mistakes, you know. We're humans. It's possible. This is a no-no. This area right now is a no-no, and this is a huge no-no. So right now we're going to stop the test, and I'm going to see you in just a second. Well, in reality, in many days, when I will be sharing you my experience, and we're going to continue this episode. Alright guys, another day, another adventure, and guys, another approach to the Westman Atelier created by Gucci Westman. It never happened to me before when I actually had to stop recording and give myself a little bit of a time to know the product better, because obviously I cannot give you a 100% good, reliable and honest review if I don't know the product, if I don't know what to say about the product. Because guys, as you can see right now, the photo, the effect that has been created on my skin by this foundation was just like, and no, it was I just did not understood what was happening. But you know, we as human beings, we can make mistakes. So maybe I did make a mistake. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna stop the recording and I will start to know the product better, so I can give you the most reliable review. And today is that day. By the way, guys, I am 45 years old. My skin is normal to dry. It's already prepped and primed, and I am on the red LED therapy. And basically, this is how my skin looks like. The glow is natural and it comes from within, basically. But there is a lot of sun damage that is happening in my age, although I do prepare my face with a sunscreen every single day, and I do not tan. I do not expose myself deliberately on sun during any kind of a part of the year. Good. So guys, once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this makeup in the way that I think it works for me the best. I had enough time to know the product, and this is how I am going to present it to you. So first, let's jump into the foundation. The foundation in the shade Atelier 0. I'm going to take... Oh, this is a very specific foundation. The formulation is super specific. So how I like to apply it, I work in sections. Section, blend. Section, blend, and section, and blend. And this is how I am going to do it, and less is more. Have a look. 1, 2, 3. That's more than enough that I need. And I like to work with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and I like to smudge it and press it. Smudge it and press it, and this is how I believe that it works for me the best. The more you add, the thicker it becomes, and it just becomes a little bit of a nightmare, to be honest. And I don't think that this foundation was meant to give you a lot of coverage. I don't think so. As you can see, there is a little bit of a imperfection in here. So I'm just going to do a little bit dot like this, and I'm just going to blend it with my finger to cover a little bit of that imperfection. As I've said before, this foundation does not like to be added on the already set region. I'm going to apply as much as this on my forehead, and then you see it's like I'm pressing and I'm dragging. I'm pressing and I'm dragging so that I can spread, because the formula of this stick is really thick. It's thick. So I thought it's gonna blend like a butter. It's going to glide. This is what I was my expectations. This is what I thought, and it appeared that that is not the case, guys. That is not the case. And allow me now to approach so that you can see the comparison side by side. This is the side that has not been covered, and this is the side that has been covered. This is as much as I can allow myself to apply for the foundation to look good. If I'm going to pile it on, it's going to look super heavy, super cakey. It's not going to like whatever is happening. I'm going to leave it just like that. So once again, I'm taking the foundation and I'm doing 1, 2, 3. The shade Atelier 0 is actually super nice. As you can see, it blends very nicely with my skin. And as you can see, I need to really blend it, and it's like I'm pressing it and dragging it, pressing it and dragging it to have the most. I try to blend it with many different methods, with brushes and with hands, and for me personally it just doesn't work. I tried to approach to this foundation many times because I wanted to understand the hype between this foundation, and I could not understand what was going on. I was so excited. I really wanted to love it. And sometimes, you know, when you have this kind of like excitement and expectation, and it just doesn't work, you're just like, oh my gosh. But yes, this is how I personally apply it, with a damp beauty blender that presses and kind of a little bit smudges the product to my skin. And I think we're good, we're covered. The last part, and this is the part where foundation doesn't want to stick, it's on my nose, right over here. The foundation, for me, in my personal opinion and experience, this foundation does not have any grip. It doesn't really grip like most of the liquid foundations. They have some sort of a formula that grip to your face. Maybe it's because of the silicones or whatever. This does not do that. Right now it looks pretty nice. And the foundation claims to be a very good concealer. So let's use a little bit like so on my finger and blend it with my finger. Just like so. This creamy formula, I don't think it likes brushes, although Gucci Westman definitely is selling brushes. I do not personally believe that it likes brushes. But then when it comes to the application with the finger, guys, this is how it looks like. So it definitely does its job. When it comes to the covering, the coverage is pretty nice, pretty natural, under one very important condition: less is more. If you are going to apply it the way how I did apply. If you could see, like by the beginning of this video, I applied it a lot. I went with many different methods, and then the foundation, like, what are you doing? How am I supposed to? What am I supposed to? You know, the foundation did not like anything what I was doing to it. So this is the way how how to apply it in my personal opinion. This is my experience that I'm sharing with you so that you can squeeze the most out of these products. And I suppose when it comes to right now, if you're gonna put this in your under eye area, it works, it covers, it gives you, it looks nice and natural, but this is the application. How it is going to look like by the end of the day, we're going to have a look after, by the end of the day. So guys, allow me now to approach. This is the shade Atelier 0, and this is that type of a coverage that this foundation is giving to me. I can say it's almost like a tint. It is light to medium coverage, but I would say like, yeah, light medium, not even maybe medium, because if I would build it, as I've said before, I would not personally like it. The second product that I would like to add would be the unique bronzer type of a bronzer that is called Biscuit. And what I like to do is to add a little bit of a shadow and a little bit of a light, which means that this is how I would personally apply it. And I'm going to take my favorite brush from Makeup by Mario for such kind of a tasks, and I am going to blend it just like so. So as you can see, it definitely gives me some sort of a unique shadow. I always have impression that with this formula, I really need to work really very quickly. I'm going to blend it just like so. So yeah, I mean, the foundation is tricky, but then when it comes to the bronzer and the blush and the highlighter, it definitely works better, should I say. See? It gave me a very nice contour, bronzer type of a situation. It's neither super cool tone, it's neither super bronzy. It's like a mixture of both. And now I have I have a little bit of a dimension right here on my face, which I personally like a lot. I wonder if this is going to work as some sort of an eyeshadow. Let's add it just a little bit over here. And see what is going to happen. My eyelids are certainly, you know, oily. I have a definitely quite oily eyelids. We're going to see. We're just playing with the makeup, so yes, why not? Another product that I would like to apply would be the blush, and the first one is going to be in a natural shade called Petal. It is a very beautiful type of a rosy shade, and let's go and let's give it a try. This time I'm going to apply this with my finger and with my hands. So let's go. See? It is a very nice rosy shade, and if you would go to the Gucci Westman website and you would look at how she applies, she practically, despite the fact that she does sell brushes, applies everything with her hands. So this is how I am going to apply it as well. These products, they definitely are very nice to work with. They blend really very nicely as well, and the effect it gives, this petal shade, is very natural. It's like neither glowy, neither matte. It's like something that is in between. And you know, I personally, I like this a lot. So as you can see, this is the side with a blush, and this is the side with just the bronzer. Nice, really very nice, everything very natural. Another product would be the second blush in the shade Minette. And the shade Minette is definitely very special because it's supposed to be a luminous peach. So let's give it a try. Let's give it a go with this luminous peach. Just like so. And as you can see, these type of a shades I like a lot. I definitely am very big fan of the peach and of this kind of like rosy blush. And then, this is a very interesting thing to say. It was supposed to be luminous. Is it luminous? It is, but like, you know guys, it is going to be a super light, luminous type of a blush. There is no mega luminosity. It's very hard to call it a blush lighter or a high blusher. This is how it looks like. So allow me now to approach so that you can have a comparison. That would be Petal. And that would be the Minette. There is some sort of a luminosity, but you know, it's not like super crazy. And now I'm going to add a little bit of a Minette on this side to, you know, to have the same cheeks, should I say. And add it really very quickly before it's kind of gonna set. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Petal on my finger and apply it right over here. And I think we are done. We are done when it comes to the application of the blushes. This is how it looks like. It looks very pretty. It looks very blendable. It looks very natural. Yeah, absolutely. Another product that I would like to use would be the Nectar, which is a highlighter, and this definitely is a very special highlighter. It gives you actually a very big boost when it comes to glow, to the point when you might be actually quite surprised. So I'm going to take a little bit on my finger because these cream formula, they definitely like to be applied with a finger, and the glow is going to appear in an instant. It's just a glow. And I would say this is how could I actually describe this glow? And I would say it is a glossy glow, which means that it is a little bit too much for me personally when it comes to the glow, because the glossy glow almost looks maybe not oily, but it is a very intense glow. The glossy glow for me personally definitely is a very intense glow. So you can have a comparison how from the close-up how this looks like. So you can see really glossy, 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 glossy. And this one, there's definitely less. So I'm going to put a little bit more of the Nectar right over here and blend it with my fingers. Awesome. And maybe I'm gonna put a little bit like in the inner corner, because I saw Gucci Westman, she's doing the same thing again to give me a little bit of a light right over here. You're not going to see it a lot in here, but something, a little bit, a teeny tiny bit. And I suppose that's it. And the last product that I would like to use would be to use the setting powder. And I'm going to take the setting powder in the shade Pink Bubble, take off the protection, and take my favorite brush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury brush, and dip it just like that. And let's have a comparison side by side how it is going to look like. So I'm going to approach and show you. So there is definitely some sort of a blur that is happening right over here, and some smoothing, and then it actually tones down the whole glowiness that is happening from the other products. So it definitely works. You can see it side by side. This is where I applied the powder, and this is where I not applied the powder. It works. It works as if has been created to work seamlessly with the other products. Absolutely, it gives me this kind of a vibe of the airbrush flawless finish from the Charlotte Tilbury. You have much more products in the right over here, because Charlotte proposes you 8 grams, while the Westman Atelier I think proposes you 5. But the effect it gives, it is very similar. So I am going to apply this powder where I think I need it, and especially on my nose right over here. I'm going as well, as you can see, the foundation did not really crease a lot in my under eye area, which is a good news. We'll see how it's going to look like by the end of the day, but I am going to take this powder and powder this a little bit right over here. And I practically am going to press this powder all over my skin and my cheeks as well, just a little bit, to set everything, because I personally feel like this super kind of stick creamy formula, waxy formula, does not want to blend with my skin, but it kind of like sits on my skin, you know? It is very difficult to make this products blend and become one with the skin. Alright guys, so that would be all when it comes to the application. Allow me now to do the final touches, and I'll be back with the first check-in. Alright guys, so the makeup is practically done. The last thing that I would like to do is to test these products on my lips, because I believe that Gucci Westman says that it can work on lips. So let's give it a go, let's give it a try. I'm going to take the shade Petal and apply it on my lips. It almost is actually in the shade of my lips. How interesting. Good. In that case, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's why I love to play with makeup. I'm going to shade the Minette as well. Wow, nice. Okay, good. I'm going to take the shade Minette, take this a little bit, and apply it in the middle. Just like so. It works. It works again. And then I would like to take a little bit of nectar. And take this nectar and give a little bit of a glow. Okay. All right. Looks nice. Looks cute. Good, guys. Okay, so the time has arrived to do the first check-in and to show you all the makeup in action, and this is the best what I can squeeze out of the Westman Atelier. This is my experience that I'm sharing with you if you would like to jump on the brand. And guys, this is how the makeup looks like. From the close-up you can have a look. Everything is subtle, everything looks natural, and yeah, I suppose, you know, this is my philosophy as well of the makeup, no makeup. And then this is how the foundation looks like in the under eye area that is powdered, and in the under eye area that is not powder. And yes, guys, this is how the makeup looks like in the natural light, because I deeply believe that it is very important to show you this makeup in the natural light. While I'm filming here in the studio, it looks different. And now, as you can see outside, it looks different as well. So that you can have the most reliable and the most accurate opinion about these products, because spoiler alert, these products, they are not easy to work with. I would definitely say you need to have some sort of an experience while working with the makeup products to make them work out for you. So yes, guys, I suppose that would be all when it comes to this first check-in. Right now, let's jump into the final thoughts, and I'll show you how this makeup is going to look like by the end of the day. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars! Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with a final check-in by the end of the day. And when I say the final check-in by the end of the day, I really mean it. It's almost 11 in the evening, which means we almost have a new day. We almost have a new day. I try to wear it for as long as possible, but you know, the time has come to wash it, to do some skincare, to put some LED mask, and just to recover and get ready for the next day. So guys, before I'm going to influence you with my influenza, allow me now to approach so that you can have your own judgment about what you see. Once again, Westman Atelier, the stick products in its full glory, in the form of the foundation, in the form of the blushes, in the form of the contour, in the form of the highlighter, and of course the powder. Everything that you can, everything that has been applied right now, you can see it from the close-up how it looks like. Guys, 100% honesty of Westman Atelier. This is for sure you can find on my channel. And then when it comes to the foundation in the under eye area, here it has been set and it shows some sign of the fatigue, while in here actually it looks quite nice. At the same time, I put a little bit of a bronzer on my eyelids, and I must say that it sits on my eyelids quite nicely. That's a very nice surprise. Guys, so let's go from the beginning, and first let's start with this foundation, with the Vital Skin foundation stick. Paris Star Channel gives an orange light to the foundation stick. Guys, I personally think and I personally believe that this is a super difficult formulation. This is a product that you have to know what you're doing. You have to learn how to apply it to make it look like this one. And I suppose when it comes to the foundations and when it comes to the foundations feature, like a grip, this foundation doesn't have a grip. When it comes to smoothing, this foundation is not smoothing. When it comes to longevity, you have to help this foundation to wear for a very long time. So guys, you know, all the questions that we are always, and all the demands and expectations that we always doing with the foundation, we don't have it in here. We don't have it in here. I kind of had an impression that this foundation actually sits on my skin and is not blending with my skin. Its unique skin caring waxy stick thick formula is unable to blend with my skin. It sits on my skin. So I deeply believe that if I would do it something like that, I would just lift off all of my makeup. So this is the major thing about this foundation. It is overhyped in my own personal opinion, and I had a very high expectations, and these expectations they just haven't been met. They just haven't been met. And I suppose for the price that it is offering, I would definitely steer you towards a true skin caring foundation. That is my personal favorite since months and years. And this is the Chanel Numero 1, a true skin caring foundation. This foundation, once again, because of its super difficult and demanding formula, it is not the one that met my expectations. So in the end, the question is, who is this foundation for? Who is this for? And I think, in my personal opinion, if you actually, well, this is the paradox of this product, if you actually have a good skin, if you have a good skin with no imperfection, a skin that is smooth, and a skin that needs a little bit of coverage and a little bit of a beautifying, this is the foundation for you. If you are a person that looks for coverage, looks for a grip, looks for a longevity, looks for all the things that we always think about the foundation, this is not the one. It does exactly the opposite. And so that is why I think I passed you all the information based on my experience as much as I could. WestmanAtelier gives an orange light to this foundation. Good. When it comes to the bronzer, or should I say the Bronzer stick, a face trace contour stick in this unique shade biscuit, WestmanAtelier gives a green light to this stick. It is amazing, it is incredible, and the shade, it is very rare to find, because sometimes we have those bronzers that are super warm, almost like orange, and sometimes we have those kind of like contour that are super cool, almost ashy. This biscuit is kind of bind it all together. When a warm tone meets with a cool tone, gives you this kind of a unique and very nice and beautiful bronzer, when you can contour and bronze at the same time, giving you a little bit of a shape, giving you a little bit of this of this kind of a unique color to your face. So I absolutely fell in love with this stick, and WestmanAtelier gives a green light. When it comes to blushes, WestmanAtelier gives an orange light. WestmanAtelier gives an orange light. Why? Well, because they fade. They do fade. They actually, like, can you see it? Can you see them? I mean, definitely there is some sort of a product on my face, because I still can see something that is happening. Like, my face does not look like a mask, but I can definitely observe some fade. It looks like the skin caring formula works on my skin, and my skin just just eats it. Just eats it, and maybe it eats the pigment. I don't know. It just fades. It just fades, and that is why this WestmanAtelier gives an orange light to the blushes. When it comes to the highlight stick, in its unique shade of nectar, we having a love and hate relationship, because obviously the glow is very unique, and I would call it glossy glow, something that is very rare to achieve with all the collections of the highlighters that I have. Usually they're metallic, it is very difficult to say exactly what does it mean to have a glossy highlighter unless you're gonna start knowing this nectar. Nonetheless, I did enjoy it. I did, but although, as I've said, everything is fading. Everything is fading. Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the highlight stick, lit up highlight stick in the shade Nectar. Good. Well, one more thing that I would like to say, it's because of its unique creamy formula, it is sticky. It is sticky on your face. If you have a long hair, if there is lots of wind and you're not going to set it or put some sort of a powder, your hair will stick to the formula because the formula doesn't really set on its own. It is so glossy. It's like having a gloss on your lips. If your hair are going to touch your lips, they're gonna stick to it. It is a very similar formula with its finish and how it acts on your skin. My personal opinion based on my experience. And then when it comes to the setting powder, which is called the Vital Pressed Skincare Powder, Paris Star Channel gives a green light to this powder, but a very important thing is that the setting power of this powder is minimalistic. It's not a Huda Beauty that is going to blur and set. This is the powder that's definitely going to blur. And when it comes to setting, its power is it's minimum. It's really minimum. And I suppose the most incredible thing would be in its unique hello. It's like in its unique pink shade that really does its job. I suppose the biggest highlight of this is just the packaging. And I suppose when it comes to all of these products, I think the most that we pay for is just the packaging. I deeply believe that we pay for packaging. As a person that is involved into creating products, I discovered lots of things and lots of mysteries, and products with a special packaging is definitely the products that lifts the price. So when it comes to this product, Paris Star Channel gives a green light. I deeply believe that it is a very nice skin caring powder that blurs with minimalistic setting power. And if I would like to recommend a replacement, I think a perfect replacement would be the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. There is more of this product for a lesser price. And I suppose as well, this is something that I would like to mention as well. It's a big shame that we having such a beautiful, unique, incredible, and most probably luxurious, with a luxurious price tag packaging, and we don't have refills. I mean, within the powder, we do have a refill because you can press right over here and you can have a refill. Good. The packaging is saved. While in here, there's nothing. I wish that we could keep the packaging and just change the foundation whenever we feel like it. We can't. Once it's done, it's a huge... It's like... We have to throw it away. What a waste. That all of these sticks, they're not really refillable. And we just have to throw it away every single time. We're going to end this product, and since they having 6 grams, and the foundation is having 9 grams, we're going to finish this really very quickly. We actually are. So yes, guys, once again, allow me to approach so that you can have your own judgment. As I said before, the foundation is actually for the people that are not looking for a typical foundation that gives you coverage. The foundation is actually for the people who have good skin and they just looking for a little bit of a coverage to enhance their good skin and the beauty. So that would be, I suppose, all what I would like to say it for you. For me, exactly what I would like to say is my expectations were super high. For the price tag, for the luxurious price tag that they're offering these products, I was expecting that it's gonna be everything seamless, problem-free, and it wasn't. It's unique, creamy, sometimes thick and difficult formula. It is quite challenging to work with. Of course, you can make them work. I am the person that I'm going to make them work, and this is the result that you can have. And I suppose the most important question is, if I would be able to choose one product among all of these, which product would I choose? Which one would stole my heart? It would be this one. It would be the Face Trace Contour Stick in its unique shade Biscuit. It is a wonderful creamy product that blends very nice and gives me a very unique bronzer effect, something that I do not have really in my collection. All the other products, they're okay. I wanted them to be a mind-blowing, and they're not. The blushes, they fade. The highlight stick, it is sticky, and then when it comes to the powder, it is actually very nice, but it is just 5 grams. So, you know, for that price tag, I can just use and keep on continue my favorite Charlotte Tilbury. Okay guys, so that would be all what I have prepared for you. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for tuning into my channel where we celebrate diversity and beauty. Because diversity makes us all different, but at the same time gorgeous, unique and beautiful. Time to say goodbye. See you soon in my next episode. But as for now guys, kisses and cuddles. Take care. Bye bye now.